Welcome to the Sage's Workshop. It's your boy King Covington. Drew a blank. Shazam! Welcome to the Sage's Workshop. It's your boy King Covington. And today's character for the comic book spotlight is Monica Rambeau, aka Pulsar, aka Captain Marvel, aka Photon, aka Daystar, aka Scepter, aka Lady of Light, aka Monica Marvel, aka Sun Goddess, aka Spectrum. We'll get more into that in just a second. Quick breakdown of how she got her powers and who she is. Monica Rambeau is a lieutenant at the New Orleans Harbor Patrol. Fate came upon her one day when she went to go stop a criminal from making essentially a doomsday device, and it backfired, hit her, and turned her into an energy being. Like, remember when I talked about Blue Marvel and how he turned into like a stabilized matter box? She's like the opposite on the fact that she is just every kind of energy wrapped into one, which is pretty cool, right? So she can like gamma ray, x-ray, like all the energies, all the rays, all the spectrum of all that jazz. She's all that in the one. So that's pretty sweet. The media eventually started calling her Captain Marvel because the original Captain Marvel, the alien, he had died. So she took that mantle and was just a beast, doing everything, balling out, being the super black woman for America, which was great. And then Captain Marvel's son came along and was like, hey, I want to be Captain Marvel. And she was like, fair enough, that's your dad, I get it. So she renamed herself Photon. So then he named himself Photon, and she got mad. She confronted him like, come on, dude, how you gonna steal my name, dog? And so she was like, no, it's cool though, you keep it. I'm gonna go by Pulsar, which is a name that lasted real short. And then she just went by Monica for a while. Long story short, homegirl could not keep a name in place. People would not let her keep her superhero name. And we'll get into why that is indicative of what was going on in our reality on how she was being created and pushed through the universe. But before we get to that, her powers though, she can fly, superhuman speed, intangibility because she can turn into light itself, so she can also move at the speed of light. She can duplicate energy when she can absorb some of it, contain it for a while, and then, either mass produce it for herself or redistribute it. She can push out these energy blasts, which are equivalent to 300 tons of TNT. So, that she's got that going for her. And on top of the fact that she gets rewritten and renamed all the time, the way they wrote in her light powers, her hard light appearance, is that she can change her light to bend to make you see whatever she wants you to see. So that's why she looks like 16 different characters. She also has hypercosmic awareness, which is really cool, which means that her physical body that you see is kind of just being puppeted along by her mind being energy. Icing on the cake, she has eidetic memory, because why not? If you can see everything, why not be able to remember everything on top of that? But let's get into these many aliases, names, shapes, and forms that she goes on. So they wanted to keep their namesake by making sure they produce a Captain Marvel all the time. Kind of like how Fox Studios, I'm pretty sure it is, does the Fantastic Four. They're going to keep ruining it because they don't want to let it go. So they're going to, every 3.5, 4 years, they have to put some sort of, Fantastic Four business out there. Same thing for Marvel with Captain Marvel. After Captain Marvel died in 1982, she then took on the mantle of Captain Marvel after that. Even though she was created by Roger Stern and John Romita Jr. to be, a character, Marvel was like corporation at the time, I guess, just didn't see it that way, so that she was never actually intended to get a real series like Captain Marvel or Marvel had before her. So she just bounced around from team to team. I mean, she was eventually the leader of the Avengers at one time. So, I mean, she's real dope. It's not like she wasn't a capable, comic book hero, but they just never gave her the light of day. I mean, I just don't understand why they just kept switching her name so much. Geez, like, it took me 15, 20, 30 minutes just to find out that Monica Rambeau was Captain Marvel, as well as Spectrum and Photon and everyone else, because there's also Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. As I pointed out earlier, Captain Marvel's son was Captain Marvel for a time. I think even his daughter was Captain Marvel for a time. So it's just like, Jesus, man, this woman can't even get some time to shine. And as I pointed out last time, there's so many cool black superhero characters that we have that we just don't see because we don't hear about them. Like Blue Marvel is super dope, and he got like rewritten into the timeline, so he's technically comes before her, but they do interlock even though he was actually created after her. But I didn't even know who Spectrum was, and I didn't know that Captain Marvel at one point was black. I only knew about Miss Marvel or Carol Danvers. You never heard of Monica Rambeau. And I just think it's unfair. Because even to the point where now that she appeared in a Captain Marvel or Carol Danvers comic, and she was like, oh, who are you? And she was like, oh, I'm Captain Marvel. She was like, wait, I'm Captain Marvel. Once again, her name had been stolen by someone else. So, I don't know about you guys. I hope to see Monica Rambeau make some sort of resurgence in the universe today, because that'd be sweet, man. I mean, she was powerful. She's one of the most powerful characters. She was listed as an alpha level threat by Tony Stark, which is top tier. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me with some suggestions for more characters. Did you know that Monica Rambeau was one of the Captain Marvels? I sure didn't. Leave a comment in the section below, and thank you for venturing into the Sage's Workshop. Peace.